Hola amigas, welcome back to FunkyKoolThreads. If you guys are new here, my name is Luisa and today we are talking mi casita makeover, guys. So I have lived in this home for quite some time now, and when we first moved into our home, our house was like 4 different colors. It was like green, yellow, red, brown. Like there was just so many colors. My daughter's room was completely blue, and I'm talking blue, the whole walls and the ceilings. It was pretty funky. At the time, that's something we didn't really want to go for our house vibes, or something that we wanted to live in for a while until we decided what we eventually wanted to do. So we decided to just paint our house white and gray, which you guys have seen here and there. But we've officially decided that we want to redo our living area slash kitchen. So I am so excited to experience this with you guys, because 95% of my household is thrifted and bought in secondhand, whether that's OfferUp, yard sales, thrift stores, you name it, that's where we bought in it. Now I'm excited to share this with you guys. Also, a big shout out to my best friend Cristiana, because she's the one who actually gave me the idea to make a video and this series with you guys of my casita makeover, because I wasn't gonna do it, but you know what? I figured we're gonna be doing a lot of thrifting and for my house, so why not bring you guys along? Starting off with my Pinterest board, I've had this Pinterest board for quite some time, and I have over 1,339 pins on just mi casita, girl. So basically the vibes that we're going for is a mixture of like our Hispanic culture, the colors, the freshness, the plants, things like that, along with like a dark academia kind of romantic vibe. We want to kind of mix the both together and see what we create for our household. We definitely wanted to feel warm and cozy. That's why we wanted to do it this time of year, because it's stepping into the holidays and we wanted to feel just very cozy. You know, the holidays just make you feel very like you want to be home, you want to be wrapped up in a blanket, and I feel like right now is like the perfect time to do that. Into my Pinterest board, you guys are gonna see that I have a lot of green and wood tones into my household, along with like a lot of gold frames and pictures and just warm colors. This picture in particular I absolutely love, because this coffee area is something that I would love to have on my back wall, where I have my fan, which you guys have seen me film there a couple times. And I love this artwork that they have right above the coffee area, because it's something very similar that we just picked up. Insert right here, but it's this Vincent van Gogh print, and I absolutely love the colors. As you can see, they're very similar to the colors in this picture here, and it has like that gold frame around it, which I absolutely love. With all the greenery and plants, this is something that we're definitely going to incorporate into our household. Along with that are all these like vintage gold frames and mirrors, which is something that we've been collecting for quite some time. I have some pieces here that I want to show you guys as well as we talk about what we want to do for like the house. But as far as like candle holders, like brass, gold, antique frames as well, I don't come across the frames as often, so when I do, I make sure I snag them up. The pictures can be a little creepy in there, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to switch those out and do something completely different. As much as we wanted to paint our house more of like this rusticy, like burnt orange or like off pinky brown kind of vibe, we felt like it was also going to give that same vibe as the gray, which was going to be just very dark, and we didn't want that. We definitely wanted to brighten up the space, be more of like a white, very fresh color, but not necessarily like super white. So we picked out some colors here, and I was kind of wanting to go for more of like an off-white that would still look really cute with kind of like the romantic like frames and like the decor, which is more like gold rustic. And we were thinking this seriously sand color, which I think is so nice. Juan Carlos was kind of thinking the bone white, but I feel like the bone white almost gives off like a yellow tone, which I'm not too crazy for. So we kind of decided on the white sand. I feel like it's perfect. It's not too like white in your face, and it's not too like off yellow. It's more of like that, it's more of like a creamy beigey color, so we like that. with the accent of having more of a dark wood behind it, which we decided on baked sienna as maybe like trimming or something along the doors, or like the what is it called, the floorboards. I think that would look really nice, but we still haven't decided if that's something we want to do with the floorboards. I wanted to do plants inside the frames. I used to have pictures inside the frames, but so we decided to bring down all the Polaroids that we had in our household, and then just kind of have like maybe a couple like family pictures sprinkled into like a collage wall that we want to do with the frames. A couple months ago, I thrifted these cute little like, what's it called, these candle holders, and I really liked the color, but in here, instead of putting a candle, I decided to put maybe like propagate like some plants, and I feel like that would be really cute as like a filler spot in between all the frames. And I have 2 of these. And then you guys also saw that I had thrifted this a while back, but I'm using this currently for my fruit and like just putting my apples and oranges in there. So that's gonna bring in all like the colors in together, along with my fan that I have in my living room. We feel like that is a perfect representation of like the colors and kind of a vibe inspiration that we're going for the living room, and incorporate a little bit more of those colors in there. And like I mentioned, I really love this idea of like the frame with the planters inside. We actually have a frame just like this, but a little bit smaller, which I'm going to show you guys right now. This frame I am absolutely obsessed with, and I think it would be so perfect to put like the plants in and stuff. Wow, it sits in here so perfect. But yeah, and then it has like the black trimming, which is really nice. I feel like with plants in here, it's gonna look super, super nice and super cute. So saw that I thrifted this little rack for my coffee machine. This is also gonna be obviously in like the living room slash like kitchen area. So I feel like that's gonna really tie everything together. I really liked this frame as well. I feel like we needed another one, so I got this one from Salvation Army. I just love the detail of the frame, so I decided to bring her home. She was only like $7. I don't know if I'm going to put a print in this or if I'm going to do the whole plant thing in there. So that's something to think about for sure. And then we also have this frame, which we had in our living room already, but I took everything down because we kind of wanted to see what our walls would look like without all the frames and like pictures. I don't want to do too much gold because I don't know how it's going to look, but I am really excited. I don't think it will look bad if I add a lot of the gold frames. We have a lot of wall to cover, and it's going to be so hard to find ideas of like how to fill each wall. I don't think every wall needs to be filled, but I think it would look nice, but I also don't want it to look cluttered. I think ideally what we're going to be thrifting more for is artwork and maybe some mirrors. I definitely want to get more mirrors, but I always get really creeped out about thrifting mirrors. Let me know if I'm the only one, but I feel like mirrors are always like, should I buy it or should I not? I definitely want to look for more like little candlestick holders, brass, gold, or anything that I can hang on the wall that's like a candlestick holder, because I feel like that would be really nice. I feel like we've kind of got an idea of like what the vibes are going to be like, but that's kind of where we're going with that. Definitely want to keep the kitchen more along like the Mexican vibe, so adding like tile behind the backsplash of our stove I think would be really neat. And then maybe just adding more artwork that would represent like a lot of our culture. We do have a couple of pieces in our garage already, but I don't know if it's something that I want to incorporate or just keep maybe doing like a basket type like situation by like our microwave, because I feel like that would look really nice. I know the basket thing is a little played out, but I feel like if I did like the right color combination, I feel like it would look really cute tying in our whole kitchen together with like the tile backsplash and the greenery going into like a dark, more romantic area, which is more of like a cozy like living room area. Guys, a little tour of like what my house looks like right now, and if you guys have any ideas, please let me know down below. Obviously our next thrift trip is going to be a thrifting home decor thrift trip, and I'm so excited to share. I'm so excited to just do that with you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching and just being here with me. I'm excited to bring you guys along on this little mi casita makeover and see what we kind of see what we can find and see how everything turns out. I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me today. As always, give your girl a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you guys in a new video. Bye, guys.